Everybody, good evening. Happy Thursday. We are waiting for our special guest, Molly Sims, to join us. Hope everyone's doing great. Here in New York is a beautiful summer day. And I just feel like the spirits are definitely getting better all the time. Molly, hello there.
How are you guys? I am so excited. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, we are too. I am too.
I love doing masterclass like so much because I think you really kind of get like that in depth. What do you do? How you do it? And I just wanted to start by thanking everyone who's watching Dr. Glow and I, because that's what I've named him now.
Okay, I'll take it.
His name is Dr. Glow. He's fantastic. I have known Dr. Gross. He's been practicing 25 plus years. I've probably known him 20 years. It all started with our little alpha beta daily peel, which we're going to talk you through. Our love started with a peel. I was a model living in New York City, and my agency, Next Models, are like, you're going to go down. He's going to give you these pads. Someone's going to meet you. But I'm super, super excited to be here and to do this class. And I just want you guys to know that every single thing on the site, except for his face wear and his body wear, and a few of his bundles, you get a 15 Molly discount code. So Molly, 15% off all the products. It's site-wide 15% off the discount, which is huge. I'm actually going to use my own discount percent and get it. But first of all, I want to talk just quickly, and then I promise you we're going to get to everything. But can you tell them just a little bit about your view on hyperpigmentation, melasma, and then we're going to start to take you through the Molly Dr. Glow regime.
So the thing about
regimen.
Hyperpigmentation, I'll tell you, is really a huge problem. And the thing is, many people, it's either their number one problem or it's somewhere in the mix, right? And the thing to understand about hyperpigmentation is that some people just have a tendency to have their machinery that makes pigmentation of their skin get overactive. And sometimes hormones kicks it up. Pregnancy can do that. Sensitivity, sun exposure, it runs in families. Darker skin tones can have it, but fair skinned people can have it. And here's the key thing is that the treatment for hyperpigmentation has to be gentle. And that's been the challenge because hydroquinone was the number one ingredient used for hyperpigmentation back in the day, 20 years ago, remember? Never liked it because it's so irritating. The point is, as we proceed in our conversation and tackle that particular problem, I will be emphasizing how important it is to never make the skin red or irritated because that's just going to throw it off balance and make it worse. That's the combo, gentle and strong.
Cycle. I think, Dr. Gross is really his TED Talk is all about consistency. Yeah. And for me, a lot of what he brought up is that I am probably, a little bit more prone to hyperpigmentation. I'm a darker skin. I blew up after, my pregnancy with hyperpigmentation that turned into melasma. But I do think that consistency, and I know we want to be like, what's the one product? What if there isn't just one product? Yeah. I wish there were. I would say the IPL dark spot, if you just had that one patch and you put the peel in this, but yes, it really is a system. And I think, which is kind of why we wanted to do the masterclass, because his whole regimen, I'm not going to say regime anymore. His whole regimen is about slow, consistent, and calm. Right. Because we know once we start lightening and brightening, with that becomes a little bit of dryness, a little bit of redness.
Right.
And you just, it's like the work-life balance. It's truly so hard to try to really, to master that. It's always, up and down, up and down.
That's my job though, And that's what I think we got down, that balance, that the key that, and people who watch the masterclass, that's one of the cardinal things is never throw your skin off balance. And even with cleansing, in alpha beta peels, it's 2 steps. Everything means you have to never throw the skin off balance. That's how the skin cooperates, So all the sets you have put together, and I was just looking at the different products in there. I think they're great because if you just use them as directed and just follow the order of how to apply and layer them, thinnest to thickest, people will just see that the results come and the skin just starts to feel great. It looks great. And when your skin
with the thickness, remember what he said by that. A lot of people have a lot of trouble layering serums. Yes, he will tell you, you can layer serums. Thinness to thickness. But let's start. My number 1 is the Alpha Beta Pore Cleanser. It's actually, I've already washed my face and then I put a little bit of touch up so I can start looking good. But tell them about the Pore Perfecting Gel Cleanser, because it doesn't leave you too dry.
Right.
It gets off all your makeup, and it really sets, it sets up everything, a clean face.
It is so important to get your skin off on the right footing when you cleanse. Okay. So this is mine. Okay. From upstairs. This is my cleanser. Actually, I found it in my daughter's room, to be honest. Okay. She took it, but I found it. This is my cleanser. This is one I recommend. And this is because this is a cleanser that really forms this gorgeous lather on the skin, lets you really get into your pores, really gets rid of the dirt and the makeup that's caked on. And then it rinses off super clean, and it never dries your skin. It never makes your skin feel tight. And now your skin is ready to go for all the next products you're going to use, because drying your skin, overstripping your skin, using ingredients that we never touch, like it's soap-free, it's sulfate-free, it's phthalate-free. This is a product. It has a built-in toner. It removes your makeup. I'm a believer in less is more. So this is a cleanse that does all those things, and your skin is just really ready for next.
And it's really foamy too, and it really sets up the skin. It doesn't over exfoliate, but the hydroxy acids really do get everything off. So then my next step, and this is probably one thing that I will give presents when I really love someone and I want to spend X amount of dollars on something, I do his face wear. It's the Dr. Spectralite face wear. I call it my glow mask. It's super simple. My kids think, they love it. Like I just, it's really cool. I'm going to actually model it for you while you guys talk about it a little bit. Wait, where's my thing? Okay. But look how, why can't I? Where's my thing?
In the middle?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
There she goes.
So first of all, I want to say it does red and blue.
Right.
I used to use blue. I would go and sit under, I would have to literally book it for like an hour. This is like 15 years ago when I had cystic acne, and I would go.
Really?
And I would sit under for acne with the red. Then I would sit under with the red light reduces inflammation. The blue is acne. I would do the blue light.
Right.
Now, the last 10 years of my life, for inflammation, reducing it, calming, shrinking, tightening, reducing wrinkles. This is what you do. It takes 5 minutes. I'm actually gonna just model it for you really quick.
And let me tell you something. You know what's amazing, Molly? I'll tell you. When you talked about like booking it and doing it for an hour years ago, I got to tell you, that is exactly how the inspiration for this product came to be. Because
an hour, I would sit instead of a large square thing, and I have to go and book it. I look ridiculous, but
and now you can get it at home. And here's what's amazing. When you have it at home, accessible, and you use it, which is really the important thing here, in just a few minutes a day, It allows you to do the things that you had to once upon a time sit in a doctor's office when you had a chance, without that one-off occasion, to get the benefits. Now it's possible to do it at home to get more collagen production, right? Because you know about this myth, right? That's going on that you can actually drink collagen. You know, people are drinking the stuff. That's nonsense. It doesn't work.
We're trying to. I know it's
silly, but you can build it, and that's what this does.
build it.
You bet. And what's great is, sorry, go ahead.
And will you walk them through a little bit? You got your red light for inflammation. Will you kind of just walk them through the settings? You guys, and also, I know it looks ridiculous, but it's actually quite comfortable. I'm addicted to podcasts at the moment. Yes, you can hear lipstick on the rim, but I love true crime podcasts. I'll like put in, I'm now doing OC Swingers. You guys got to check it out. But you literally can put this on, do it for 5 minutes, like pretend like you can't hear your kids. Just say like, I can't hear you, tone them out. And you literally 5 minutes. If you can do this 3 to 4 times a week, I promise you it will change your skin.
It will.
This is not a new thing. This is an old thing that he, instead of making you go to him, he's bringing it to you.
That's exactly right. And so know how to use it. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's really easy to use. And here's the science, right? So there's 2 different colors of LED. There's a red and the blue. The red light is the one that gets into your skin and stimulates the cells in your skin that makes collagen, that actually builds back the fibers that we lose because of too much sun that broke down our skin, that makes have fine lines and wrinkles and laxity. That same red LED light, which you get by pushing that button 1 time, gets rid of the red inflammation, which is bad for your skin. Not only does the redness not look great, but also inflammation causes free radicals, the enemy to looking younger. Then the blue color is the one you get by pushing the button another 2 times. That kills the bacteria that causes acne and it helps regulate your oil. And if you want the best of both worlds, just hit the button 3 times and get both, or share it. You know, my kids use the acne setting, then it comes back into our room, and then we use it for the red, you know, for looking better and younger.
I will tell you, when I did have acne and I had the time to go in and actually sit in front of the blue, it definitely calmed my acne. I'm not going to lie. I did have acne all over my face. And again, I think so many of the products in this, you know, regimen that I'm doing, it really does help for acne, because it doesn't dry it out, but I have very much combination skin. I don't deal very much with cystic acne anymore, but I will say the blue light really does shrink the bacteria, however you want to, you know, I'm not a dermatologist, but anyway, you guys, I just want to mention throughout, we're going to have like my bundles, and they're going to be tiered. This is my ultimate bundle, and it's valued at $378. You guys can get it for $302, but we just want to show you, because everyone, it's hard for me to, which is kind of why Dr. Gross and I ended up doing a live, and I'm like, we should do a class, because I got so many DMs. I'm like, okay, wait, can you tell me the order that you do it in? And can you tell me how and what you do and when? So we also put together different bundles that are priced in, you know, in whatever category that you need. Okay, so this is his most, I guess his probably newest, besides, where's my sunscreen? His sunscreen that is out. I got the early version. But we have his body wear. So it's got his face wear, and now you have your body wear, which I think you're probably the first on the market, right, to do this?
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. We did. And the technology was really important to get it right before we released it.
So I want to show you, I'm just trying to get into my camera just so you can explain kind of what everything means.
Right. So if you hit the number 3 button, that's the one that's going to give you your LED red and your blue. It's the same thing exactly like you had for your face, right? Hit that number 3 button. It gives you the red light. Hit it twice, get the blue. Hit it 3 times, you get the red and the blue together. Okay. And then it even has a setting for pain relief. That's the other button. That's like 14 minutes. Now, what you need to understand is, what are we doing here? What are we accomplishing? People in my practice were coming in more and more saying, I'm starting to see crepey skin, like on my neck or on my chest or right here. They couldn't stand that, or their knees. This is a product that stimulates collagen on your body. So it firms the body skin. And then there are people who have other issues, right? So there's a problem with breakouts, like on the chest, on the back, on the butt. As people working out more and more, they're starting to see more breakouts. So this is a product that also, just like the Faceware Pro, helps your body breakouts. So if you're somebody who's starting to see like fine lines and wrinkles around the chest, like lots of times people wake up in the morning, they see those little creases in the chest from sleeping on a certain position. That's a loss of collagen. That's no different than the lines and wrinkles around your eyes, let's say. But this is a product that's stronger, right? And it's foldable, it's moldable, so you can really put it on the different parts of your body to really have it fit on the contour of your body, really get close to the skin. That's the point, that's the goal. So you want to improve the skin on your chest, you can put it there. Skin above your knees, you can put it there. If you have acne on the back, use it on the back. So this is a product that's really versatile. And the reason that, talk about the science, the technology, the key thing to understand is that the body skin is different from the face, right? The body skin on the average is 2 to 3 times thicker than the face. So our challenge was, how do we make an LED device that goes deeper, that gives you really powerful results in 3 minutes a day, just like the Faceware Pro does, and make it work? That was what we really had to work on, and it works. Because this is something that, is FDA cleared. We can't just go on and say to everybody, hey, this is going to build your collagen. We have to prove it. It's a medical device that we have to show to our data and our scientific evidence to the Food and Drug Administration, and they cleared it. They said, yes, this is legit. So that's how this product works. Hi, Molly.
Hi, sorry about that. It kicked me off for a second. I was like, wait, I need help. But I heard it's really, really good. You guys, I'm in my mid 40s. But it's really good, like you said, for the crepey knees as well, on the stomach, on the sides, like it wraps. I mean, you guys can't see, but it like wraps around like your sides. But it's great. And again, it's that blue light, red light, it's that infrared that is, oh, so awesome.
Yeah. And you know what we're finding too is that people are loving it for like stretch marks, even if they're like years and years old, because stretch marks lost collagen too. That's why the skin looks thinned out, And then if people in the setting there for trying to reduce pain, to help like muscle aches, like in the low back, it takes 14 minutes, but that is something that really, really, people are just so happy. So actually, I am actually sitting in my wife's office at her home in her chair, this wood thing, okay? And she puts it right behind her, and she's working all day and she's talking to people and she's doing her Zoom. She wears it on her low back, okay? Because that's where she gets stiff, despite her being a total fanatic with yoga and quite good at it. I don't know how she has any pain at all, but she does. So she loves to use it on her low back, and it really has made a huge difference for her. I hear this all the time. It's 14 minutes, okay? So those buttons, that Molly showed you, very straightforward. If you want something for pain, put it on the area. You got to mold it to fit the area. If it's your shoulder, if it's your back, whatever it is, you can, your knees, above the knee, your thigh, hamstrings, it folds and it sits there in 14 minutes. It's a commitment of time, but you got to use it. And I just want to make one other point really clear. These devices deliver results, but they have to be used consistently. Okay. This is not something to invest in if you're gonna say, I'll just use it once in a while. If you really make a commitment, and once you start to see the results, you're never gonna veer from that commitment. But the skin has receptors for LED. And once those receptors start to take in that LED and you start to see the results of firming the skin and getting the skin to look radiant again, or helping breakouts, the skin gets better and better. It starts to literally amplify in the results. It escalates. And the more you use it, the more consistent, like Molly was talking about in the very beginning, that consistency with LED, once you really are off and running with it, you won't believe it, but you got to be consistent.
You guys, I'm so sorry. I just was like, you have to come back up here. Something keeps throwing me off, but I don't know. But I think I'm not going to touch anything. I was trying to like get some questions up, but it's true. I mean, I can hear what Dr. Gross is saying. I mean, you just also have to kind of, I don't know how to say this, but like you have to also make a commitment. And when 2019 came along, I got it. Okay. I'm not going to touch it because I keep messing it up. When 2019 came along, I knew that, and I'm just going to tell a really quick story and then I'm going to get to the next, but I had such bad hyperpigmentation that my husband, and he loves me and he thinks I'm awesome, but he was like, oh, you have like something dirty on your face. And I was like, what? I was like, no, it's fine. He goes, no, you have something dirty. And it was because I was so patchy right through here, right through here, right through here. And I remember carrying around, Dr. Gross knows this story, but I remember carrying around this concealer. And I would like patch my skin to try to like make it, I know this is going to say, just to make it look even. Right. Then I would put foundation on it. Then I would like and so 2019 was, I woke up that whatever morning, my baby was 2 years old, my last one, he's 4 now. And I'm like, I'm going to change my skin. And I'm going to stop doing lasers. I'm going to stop doing, sadly, hydroquinone, because it would get me so far. And then I would go back even farther before, like I would get rid of it, but then I would go out in the sun once. And let's be honest with you, Lauren Bostic has a book coming out soon called Get the Fuck Out of the Sun. We're going to get in the sun. We're going to try to get the fuck out of the sun, but we're going to get in. She's a really big fan of Dr. Gross as well. And she talks about him in her book. But my point, my very long point, is that I made it my mission to I want to have good, clean, clear skin. So instead of trying to do, sadly, and I wasn't trying to do the quick fix, but I was trying to do it too fast. So I did less and I did it more consistent. And I swear within 3 months, every single day using your pads, which we're going to talk about, I cannot tell you what a difference my skin has made. It's the alpha hydroxy. This is the extra strength we want to talk about today. It's a first and a second step. Right. And it exfoliates and smooths, and it tells you exactly how to do it. Don't press down too hard, but again, get enough of pressure so you feel like it's going into your skin and it's exfoliating. And then you have the anti-aging. I'm not a huge fan of that word. We have a little evolution happening, which is your anti-aging neutralizer. So again, it's a little pad, which I'm going to show you. And it's just like this. And you're just going to take it over your skin. And again, it doesn't have to be a lot, right?
Right. Exactly.
And it doesn't even smell bad, even though it's got a little, it's got a little something, because we need that. Then you're going to take your neutralizer. Will you explain to them what the neutralizer does?
The neutralizer is put on 2 minutes after you put on step 1. And what happens is, yes, we can do it, but just so they know, you wait 2 minutes. It's all the box, everything's explained. But the second step says to the first step are your alpha and hydroxy acids, right? Those are the ones that are doing the refresh every day that brings that new layer of young skin cells to the surface so everyone can see it and you look radiant and firmer and glowy. The second step is really what makes it an authentic peel. It shuts off the acids. It says 2 minutes, that's it, time's over, and shuts them off. This way you can't overdo it. You get exactly the amount I know as a dermatologist you need. And it makes it dummy proof and it keeps your skin in balance. So you get to use a peel without the risk of redness and irritation. Back to that. So important.
It's so important. And I'm telling you, this is the one thing. If you do one, I mean, don't just do one thing, but if you did do just one thing, start with the peels. You know, people used to travel from all over the world, Paris, London, Australia, to go and see Dr. Gross in his office. And he literally would put on the peel, a little bit of a stronger one, but that's where his wife, you know, Carrie, came up with, maybe we should start, you know, doing this for everyday people, not everyday people, but for people who unfortunately can't fly into New York City on Park Avenue and get to Dr. Gross. And so again, you're doing little mini peels, little mini exfoliation. So you're getting off the dead skin, you're closing the pores down. And again, you're neutralizing it, which you need to, because if not, you don't want to do more than 2 minutes. I sometimes do 3 when I really want to do a little something, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's really good. So I'm going to actually take mine off now.
Right. It's the second step. That's the key thing. And by the way, the other secret about the second step is we talked about the first step, revealing and bringing to the surface that fresh layer of skin. Like all young skin cells, those cells are really hungry. And the second step is also not after it shuts off the acids, it delivers 15 plus super powerful soothing ingredients, vitamins, antioxidants, all these incredible ingredients like green tea and soy isoflavone and resveratrol. I don't know if you remember resveratrol, that story with drinking red wine. Remember resveratrol, the antioxidant that's in there, powerful, put on the skin directly. It's in that second step. So it's all incredibly formulated. All you got to do is apply it the right way. Pretty simple.
We have one quick question from at esthetician Michelle. Okay, does the retinol eye gel, which we're going to actually get to, does it help dark eye bags? Sorry, I'm asking too many questions. No, that's what it's all about.
Totally, 100%. Retinol is one of the key ingredients that disintegrates hyperpigmentation. It really, really does. The key, though, is that how do you get to use retinol on the eye area? The secret sauce was adding ferulic acid to the mix so that it soothes retinol. And you could even put on your upper lid for the crepiness. But yes, it worked. Our top eye product right there. Under eye circles, back.
We're going to talk about it in a second. It's so good. I mean, I always say, like, you got to have something in your regimen with vitamin C and how do I say it? Ferulic acid, which is so important. Okay, so since his alpha beta peels have become so popular, everybody started wanting them because, again, just because you take care of your skin, don't forget your neck, your décolleté, your arms, your bikini area. So now he did it for the body, and they're the exfoliating body treatments, the alpha beta, and they're amazing. I'm just going to open it up just so you can see. Do this. Okay. So especially if you girls are going to try not to lay in the sun. So if you're going to get like a tan, or you're going to get a fake tan, or however you're going to tan, do these before. So dry brush, then do this little step. It closes everything down. It makes it clean. Your bikini area, it helps with ingrowns. It makes your skin smoother, tighter. It's good for cellulite right on the sides. And again, they come in large squares, and you literally use both sides. It's just, I mean, it's a big square, but it's amazing. I mean, I do it everywhere. I do it on my husband's back. This is so good. Also for like back acne. And Susan's, can I mix the pads with Retin-A?
With Retin-A on your face, you mean? Yes. Well, Retin-A is a prescription product. You know what? You can, because it's 2 steps. It's not going to throw your skin off balance. You can go ahead and use it. Do your pads first, though, and then you put the creams on.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, so what's next? Okay, all right. So my next 2 are my favorite. Well, no, my alpha beta fill is my favorite. Well, then also I love my face wear. But okay, so everybody wants to go and get a laser called an IPL. Explain to them what an IPL is.
IPL is the top laser technology in doctors' offices for hyperpigmentation. And
now you have it in a bottle.
And now I got to tell you, yeah, in tribute to the product, because it works so amazing. I had to name it after the laser because this is the next best thing to laser. It really does get rid of hyperpigmentation and it keeps the skin really radiant, and it also delivers high potency L-ascorbic acid. It's powerful. It's 15%.
Vitamin C. You can smell it. I love when I smell what's happening. I love smelling slightly medical because I know it works. I know it's weird, but
very good. Right. We don't use
but I need it too. I need it too.
I'm with you. I agree. That's why we did it. You know, it's nature has a great fragrance by itself, and we didn't need to put any of that junk in there. So this is a product that we talk. So like Molly was saying, you want to get your retinol in there. You want to get your alpha and beta hydroxy acids in the mix. You want to do LED. Vitamin C is a hero ingredient that we are, as a gift to of the human race, we get to use it. And hyperpigmentation, if that's your problem, you can just see her right now, Molly, your skin is glowing just right, but it's crazy. I mean, no, it's beautiful.
But you know what? It's a little bit thick. You feel it. You feel it going in. Always, always, always use your fingers. Make sure they're clean. It warms it. It gets into the skin a little bit more. A little tip for you makeup girls out there, use your fingers. It warms up foundation. It warms up serums, moisturizers. But literally, if you have patches, I'm telling you, do your alpha beta peel pads with this. I'm telling you, you will notice a difference. If you even commit for 10 days, it's amazing. And it's clinical grade, and you get to use, you know, they say, and again, I feel different about this than a lot of people. So I'm not a doctor. I love to use vitamin C AM and PM, and you can on this one.
Yeah.
Some people just say AM. It depends on the person.
Don't forget, vitamin C is an antioxidant, right? So when you're in the sun and your skin, the ultraviolet light is causing free radicals. Vitamin C right there on the spot to like chop off those little pointy tips that free radicals have as they poke holes in your skin. Great idea. I have no problem with that.
Also, you guys drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
It really does help. Drink with a straw. You drink more. Have it next to your desk. Have it downstairs. Put ice in it. It's cold. It tastes good. I know I literally sound like my mother. I love you, girl. I know you're in heaven, but I should always say, you know, drink water. But again, like, okay, so I've done the peel pads. Now I've got my eye peel dark spot. So I'm set. So now we want to talk about, which we talked a little bit about earlier. This is for my eyes. So it's the Dentist Gross. It's ferulic and retinol triple correction eye serum.
Yeah.
And it smells good. It's easy. It's in a pump. I do like this, and it comes out in like a clear. Can you guys see? I'm sorry. It's like hard to see it. So literally, I go in and I apply it all around, not too harsh. I do a little bit here. I know it sounds weird, but I do here. Some people don't. It doesn't really matter.
A lot of people have crepey eyelids, you know, and that's something that bugs them. By the way, there's not a whole lot you can do for that except go right to surgery because there's no laser for that. So this is the one product that you should use in the lids. It's a great call.
You could get on Dr. Groth's 1-year wait list. Apparently he's amazing. I'm going to go to him in like 20 years. I don't know who you are, but I heard if I need eyes, I'm going to do it. But until then, I'm going to use this. So it's awesome. It really is. It doesn't sting. It doesn't dry. It's really hydrating, and it's really, really non-sticky. I hate sticky because I don't like an eye cream that is too thick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I
agree with you. And by the way, part of the science of that product, the way we got retinol to be gentle on the eye area, was it gets into the skin really quickly. That's part of how it works, because the more it sits on the skin, the more chance it has to irritate. So that's called a delivery system. So the delivery system is really key. It delivers the retinol quick into the skin. And also, women love it because they can put makeup on right over it. So it acts like a makeup primer, and it gets you, firms up your lids, and it helps crow's feet, and it does help under eye circles and that. It's like the one-stop shop for.
And just remember something, and I think that's such an important thing that you brought up of like, prepping. Like whenever we do like a red carpet, an event, a photo shoot, we're all prepped. We're still using everything. We might even use it a little bit more. Like I always use an eye cream, a serum, like just the base to be able to start. That doesn't matter if you're going to the grocery store or you're going to walk the red carpet. Your prep should be the same. I mean, yes, of course, if you're going on a date or you want to impress someone or you've got whatever, then again, you can do it a little more. You can take more of your time. But again, this regimen should not take, except with your face wear, you can do it 2 or 3 times for 3 or 4 minutes a week. It doesn't take long. You know what I mean? You've got it on your counter, you lay it up. Again, once you strip, you've got to put it all back in, which leads me to my hyaluronic marine. It even feels light. It's super sexy. It's blue. It's like one of my favorite colors. It's an oil-free moisturizer. So again, you're not clogging, because now things are kind of opening and now he's closing them down, which you can kind of explain. But It's a lightweight moisturizer and it works great under makeup. So I'm just going to show you, like, it's like really like fluffy. I'm not going to use that much, but.
Right. This is a product that is a lightweight moisturizing gel, and it really hydrates. And one of the key ingredients here is hyaluronic acid. And so if you look at the products we just talked about, retinol, vitamin C, another superstar is hyaluronic acid, because it hydrates your skin internally, right? It actually creates more water content inside your skin, so it doesn't leave with this greasy residue. And that's how you get plumping. That's how you get radiance, right? Because you get internal hydration. Your skin just absorbs water and it just stays there. And so it's a beautiful product, especially with warmer weather coming, and you can just see it on your skin. Exactly. Your skin is just so radiant. And then makeup.
Vitamin C, hyaluronic acid are 2 of the things like you have to have in your regimen. I mean, it's you feel like you feel pillowy. You feel pillowy. I don't even know if that's a word, but whatever.
Bounce.
But it's bounce. Like you want to feel. And then again, if you're doing it before your makeup, you wait a few minutes, you make sure it's all soaked in. I tend to like literally I can have this by my desk. I can have, because it's literally, it's just water for the skin. And I think if you look at it, it's hydration for the skin. I think, as much as I can sit here and drink water, which is amazing, it's also, you can do this throughout the day, especially, and hear me clearly, if you live in really dry areas like Arizona, California can be really dry, Las Vegas, all your Western dry states, like you don't realize how dry your skin can really get after you've been in the sun, you've got a little bit of a sunburn, like after you do a peel or something really harsh, you can like load up on this as much as you want. And again, it's not like the rich cream. It's not like La Mer. Like it's not heavy. I mean, if you want that, you can do that. But I'm not a heavy moisturizing girl. First of all, it clogs me too much. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the truth. Okay. So literally I'm like, I have everything everywhere. Okay. So now talk about this product. It came out how long ago?
A couple weeks ago, a month ago. Yeah.
It's called the Dr. Dennis Grow Lightweight Wrinkle Defense Sunscreen. And it's great. It's broad spectrum, SPF 30. And again, you have to wear sunscreen. If you take away nothing else, if all you leave us with is sunscreen and water, we're proud of you. We want you to do more and to go with us, but you have to have sunscreen. I truly mean it, like, especially if you have hyperpigmentation and if you decide to go medical, your ass better have sunscreen on every part of your body, because if you start stripping medically with lasers, with hydroquinone, you're just in for a bitter cycle if you do not. I mean, you've really got to use your sunscreen. I mean, I'm doing a masterclass with a dermatologist, so I think he can preach just as much as I
no,
can.
I'm loving it. Plus, this is Melanoma Awareness Week. I mean, not only is it fine lines and wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, how about like preventing skin cancer? I mean, that's the reality too. So this is a product that, the one thing I learned as a dermatologist is that people need to love their sunscreen. And it's almost like never even heard of that possibility. But that was my goal. This is a product that just gets into the skin. It's super lightweight. You don't even know you're wearing it. It lets you layer other things over it. Makeup goes on beautifully. It leaves this, it's beautiful. And it's just like for the first time, a glowing.
The tip is really pretty. It goes on. Don't forget your ears. I know it sounds weird, but you're driving and your ears, like I would have like these patches here because I wasn't using it properly. But again, sunscreen, super important. I would stay away, and I love sunscreen for bodies, but I would stay away from a spray on a face. Because honestly, you don't know where it goes, and you really need to get it into the skin to make sure like you're all covered. Because sometimes when I used to try to spray, I'm like,
right.
Then like I'd wipe half of it off.
Right.
So this is really good. It's also really lightweight. So you can wear makeup and it doesn't peel, which is really important because you need to use this product every single day, no matter what.
And your skin there's no white like residue. And that was another problem, that pasty look people didn't like.
Well, it blends into all skin types. I mean, my girls use it too. When some are pale, some are very, very dark. I'm kind of like olive in the middle. So there's nothing worse than using a sunscreen where you look white and then you're trying to have a glow after it. So it doesn't really work. Would you recommend this system for teens, Dr. Gross?
I would. Absolutely. I mean, especially if they have breakouts or large pores, and they just want to get started in the world of skincare and get good habits and really start to set themselves up for, beautiful skin as an adult and good habits and understanding ingredients and having good quality in your products. We're seeing more and more teenagers. I think this is an incredible trend, is that the younger generations are really like, it's part of their wellness, and it's a real pleasure. I do recommend it. Yeah.
And I also think like really, I think my mom taught me how to take care of my skin. And I think it is in the zeitgeist of self-care and wellness, and especially after going through a pandemic. And I think even women started to have more time. And I think that's also why I think women haven't been able to go and get the quick fix. And I think you're going to see, even coming out of it, again, a great quick fix is great in the moment. And I love a great procedure every now and then, but I can honestly tell you guys, slow and steady.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it. You can. I don't care for 20, 30, 40, 50, like might not look as good as when you did when you were 20, but I do not feel like I look 47. But I do, but I'm going to say like, I do take care of my skin, and that's a commitment that I've made. And, sometimes I don't want to take off the makeup. But I do, I keep your cleanser in my shower. I do things that make it easy for me to be able to keep the commitment.
Molly, do you have a morning and night regimen? How do you divide up your day?
I mean, I use the IPL dark spot every day. We use the ferulic. I've never say that word, like ferulic,
whatever. Ferulic. It's terrible.
Yeah. I use that at least once a day. I don't really sometimes use a lot of eye in the morning unless I'm working and I really need that extra. Moisturizer, I use, gosh, I can sit here and Zoom all day and moisturize all up, The peels, depending on, I would say in the beginning, I used your peel system for a solid 60 to 90 days.
Really? Wow. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The consistency really makes a difference. The skin loves it.
But
But you
now
know,
I would say I use my pads. I mean, honestly, I will do my pads at night. I would say a minimum of 3 times if I'm just using your regular strength. But if I'm using extra strength, I could do down to 2. But it doesn't take that long. I mean, I'll do it. I'll do something else, wait 2 or 3 minutes and neutralize it and take it off. So it's not like I have to only use it at a certain time of day or certain, like, I can just do it because I'm basically stuck in the house. So, but it's been fun. It's been fun, like learning, you know what I mean? Like,
and I love
yeah.
the fact that, you know, we talked about ingredients, but the other thing that becomes clear as we talk is that you touched upon like things like hyperpigmentation, fine lines, radiance, pores, hydration, glow. I mean, these are the things that when you start to use products and just the regimen you just described and using these ingredients, I must tell you that I have clearly seen that that is how, even if people don't go into their skincare with that being their goal, just by we put ingredients in these things that even soften the water. If there's hard water that you're using on your skin, without even any fanfare, we have water softeners in every product. So the point is that my belief is to always create products that do round out the entire spectrum of all those things we're looking for. You know, hyperpigmentation, a product like IPL gives you radiance too. So, and even if people don't know that's what they want, even if they can't put their finger on what they're looking for, the skin just looks beautiful. The skin just looks great, and that is.
Look, I'm glowing, and I mean, I don't have makeup on yet, but I will end up. Well, maybe not tonight. I'm not going anywhere, but I I'd also just think like figuring out pretty much what for my regimen. This is great for all skin types.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, this isn't just for the hyperpigmentation girl. This is really for the acne girl, the hyperpigmentation girl, you know, the sensitive girl. It's not the one thing I can tell you about Dr. Gross's products, like as much as they strip, and I don't even like the word strip, I like to say they brighten, but as much as you are exfoliating and taking away, it's not harsh.
Never.
Like, did I once, and this is because I've been known to use some harsh, but did I once get red? And I did a freaking peel. In 2 minutes, I did a peel. I left it on for 2.5 minutes because I saw it on my thing. I set my little timer. I never once got red. If I use a stronger medical hydroquinone,
right,
you will see actually it getting red. I know it sounds weird, but you will see it.
That's right.
I've used 9 products.
Amazing. You know? Yeah, that's right. And that's all about the science of formulation. And it's basically, we take ingredients that nature's given us, right? And then we use a little science to enhance it. And then we use some dermatologic principles to deliver it and to keep the skin in balance, right? To know that there's different skin types and everyone's got, you push anybody's skin's hard enough, they're going to get sensitive skin too, you know? So,
well, and it's just like, you know, remember I mean, not going to call out dermatologists, but I mean, we all know the ones that like literally microdermabrasions. I mean, I feel so bad for some of the women because they're so stripped.
Yeah.
They're so shiny. Nothing actually goes into the skin anymore because I don't know I don't know whether it was too many lasers, too much microdermabrasion, but it's that over processed. I don't know. It's really sad. I feel bad for when it was like more and more and more and more. Now less is more, less and is more and more consistent. I
agree.
But you guys, Dr. Glow and I, I'm not married to him, but I do love him. And I really think if you guys can use some of his products, and again, he has, different products from not just this line, but many lines that he has, but these are my favorites. And you guys will get a 15%, Molly 15 up until next Thursday. And I hope we created some bundles. We have the Molly Essential Bundle, which is great. You have a site-wide 15% off, which has the daily peel, the treatment, the IPL, the wrinkle. Then you have the Ultimate Bundle, which is amazing, for $378. And then you have the Molly Ultimate Bundle with the face wear and the DRX Spectra Light. And she's awesome. It's a 25% discount and she's valued at $813. So with all the products, which I think you guys, it's awesome. Like I literally will make my little prescriptions for my girls out there in my communities and all my listeners. And this is what it does every single time.
Oh, we lost her again. She'll be back. What a sweetheart, I love Molly's honesty and just like beautiful, right? Beautiful skin, beautiful person. You can just feel that. And, I'm really just so happy that you joined us today, Molly, because it's really, I keep clicking
X on my bundle so I can see your face and it takes me into Pinterest but I know I do. I love skincare. I love connecting people. I do not pretend that it does not take work. Because as I got told my whole life, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
And there's no wonder magic. Yes, you could do a Fraxel and not be able to go in the skin for 4 years,
and also, let me tell you, and by the way, the fact that you've had some sun in your earlier days, and you're being really proactive now to stop the damage, because let's face it, the sun, it's not just one and done. The damage comes later. So you need to really be very, very careful. And the more you do now, the better you're going to look and just stop the negative effects of sun from years ago. I have people coming into my office and they're telling me what's going on. It's like, I have a motto, which is like every wrinkle has a birthday. They literally, people come in and say, I swear I didn't have this line, last week. Well, that's right. You didn't. And I can tell you, sometimes it comes from the sun, but then they'll say, wait, I haven't had any sun the past 3 years. I've been so good. Well, how about 15 years ago?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they don't realize.
I used that baby oil and I mixed it with a little sparkle and I sat outside in a bikini. Yeah, it might have been that moment.
Yeah.
You're awesome. You guys, Dr. Dennis Gross does so many masterclasses. You can check that out, drdennisgross.com /DG masterclass. And he has amazing ones. He's a wealth of information. That's why he is my go-to for all things glow. And I really mean it when I say that glow does not come from the makeup. You think it does, but it doesn't. It comes from everything before. But then you get your glow. You get your glow on. But you're awesome. Your team is awesome, by the way. I literally was I was like, I had soccer going on. I had lacrosse. They're like, she's never going to be able to pull this off. But anyway, I love you. You're awesome. And thank you for all my products and always giving me a little early sneak peek. And guess what? She's going to be happening tonight.
Okay.
Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, make sure and check out Dr. Dennis Gross. You guys can listen to my podcast. Dr. Dennis is coming on. It's called Lipstick on the Rim. It's called Lipstick on the Rim. We drink and we talk about beauty. So it's fabulous.
Love it.
It's fun. All right, you guys. Thanks so much.
Good night. Thank you, Molly. Bye.